Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. I have a number of updates that I wanted to share with you about a bunch of upcoming opportunities to either do a meetup with me, to go on a tour with me, or attend an event that I'll be a part of. So I'm just gonna run through this whole list and give you the dates and the information you need to know. And the links for all of the relevant events are gonna be down in the description. You can check those out at your leisure. So I'm going to fly through this stuff, give you the basic details of all of it, any costs that might be involved, and we'll go from there. So first and foremost, in 2 weeks, I'm heading to the UK. Going to be there for about a week, doing a number of things, attending a couple of football matches while I'm there in Wrexham and in West Brom, meeting up with the guys from Decades for a day, but we're also doing 2 meetups. Unfortunately, the sign up for those is closed because I had to put in the reservations. We have 45 people signed up for the meetup in London on February 9th. And those of you who signed up for that, I have your email address. I'll be sending out some information about a week ahead of time just to kind of finalize the details for that. We also have 15 signed up for the one in Birmingham on February 12th. So I'm excited to see all of you at those of you who signed up, and I apologize to anybody who wasn't able to do it. I promise the next time I'm in the UK, we'll do it again. After that, then, we head into March. And as promised, March 16th and 17th, I will be leading a tour of the major sites connected to the Vicksburg campaign. If you saw my video series I did of the Vicksburg campaign a couple years ago, one of my earliest video series I did on location, all of the sites we visited in that series we're going to be going to. I will be your tour guide. I just bumped my microphone. I'll be your tour guide, and I'll be taking you to all the sites. We'll eat our meals together those 2 days. It'll be 2 pretty full days. And if you click on the link in the description, it'll give you the basic itinerary that we're going to be taking for that. And the tickets for that are $50 per person. That's just to help cover some of the expenses and things like that. You'll be responsible for your own transportation, your own meals, your own hotels, all that stuff. That's really just for the tour itself. And like I said, you can see all the top stops and stuff like that we're going to be going to if you click on the link to where you can get the tickets for that. And that is fully refundable. So if for some reason you can't go, it's not a problem. You just let me know up to about a week in advance, and I can make sure you get refunded for that if something comes up. So that's March 16th and 17th. That's a Saturday and Sunday. Thought it would be best for people who work, be able to do that on the weekends. I'll be there a day before and a day after to just do some content for the channel. Also then, a few weeks after that, April 5th and 6th is the Gettysburg Film Festival. Link is in the description to the Gettysburg Film Festival site. JD from the History Underground and myself, we are media partners for that event. And we're going to be present for a lot, not all of them, but I'm going to be there for quite a few of the ticketed events for the Gettysburg Film Festival. I'm also going to have an opportunity to meet and briefly interview Ken Burns, who is one of my historical heroes, one of the reasons why I got into Civil War history in the first place. But JD and I, that Sunday, are doing an event at the Adams County Historical Society, where we're going to be doing kind of a forum, a Q&A type of thing like we did when we were in Gettysburg last year. For the 160th anniversary. So that is a ticketed event. I believe it's $20 for non-members and $10 for Historical Society members. All of that is available at the link for the Gettysburg Film Festival down below. Okay, after that then, Italy. I will come home from Gettysburg on Sunday, and on Monday afternoon I get on a plane bound for Italy. I've been talking about the Italy trip. We had a couple of cancellations, and we already had a few spots open up. So right now, we have 6 open spots for our Italy tour. If you want to see the entire itinerary, the link is in the description. You can go there, look at the itinerary. You can see the pricing for all of that. It's not real cheap, but most of your expenses while we're in Italy are covered, with the exception of a couple meals, but all of our transportation, all of our admission fees, our tour guides for the different places we're going, our transportation between places, and our hotels is all covered in that. While we're there, we're going to be going to the Vatican. We're going to see all the big sites in Rome. We're going to go up to Florence for a couple of days and see the history there. And then when that official tour, excuse me, ends on April 15th. A bunch of us are staying on for 2 more days. And we're going to be going over to Casino for a day on April 15th. And we're going to do a tour of the Monte Cassino battlefield and the monastery that is up on that hill. It's a World War II battlefield, a lot of history there. So we're going to be doing that day. And then on April 16th, we're heading down to Naples, where we're going to tour Pompeii, the ruins of that ancient Roman city that was destroyed by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius and really well preserved. So those are add-on things that you have to kind of pay your own expenses for, but we're going to do that as a group, anybody who wants to. So we've got 6 spots available. Would love to fill all 6 of those if we could, because we're going whether those spots are filled or not. There's already 16 of us that are going. So would love to fill those other spots. Link is in the description. You can read all about it. You do have to pay in full at this point. And the deadline to book that trip is February 20th. After that, we can't take any more bookings. So we can start really kind of ramping up for the trip. We'll be in a group chat together, talking about it, getting excited. We're still talking in our group chat from our trip to Munich, Salzburg, and Vienna back in October. I guess it was October. So we're still all chatting through that one. All right, after that, the American Battlefield Trust, I've mentioned this before, is hosting a Teacher Institute in New Orleans, Louisiana. That is July 11th through 14th. Link is in the description. You do have to be a teacher for that one. It's for teachers. It's for continuing education. JD, again, from the History Underground, and I are going to be there. We are among kind of their keynote speakers. We're doing a forum there together. And we're going to be along for a lot of the other events that are happening. So we'll be around pretty much those whole 4 days of that. So if you're not a teacher and you do want to meet up, I'm sure we can figure something out while we're in New Orleans where we can do some kind of a meetup while we're there. And we can kind of coordinate where we're going to be and when, and we can certainly connect because there will be some downtime and things like that. So link is in the description for that. You do have to be a teacher for that one though. And then that brings me to 2 new announcements. And if you're a patron or a member, you're already aware of these because I've already posted the links for our patrons and members. But we're going back to Germany and Austria, the same 3 cities, Munich, Salzburg, and Vienna, but a little bit different tour this time. This one's going to be December 12th through 18th. So we're going to see some of the things we saw before, including going to Dachau, going to some of the historic sites there in Munich, going to the Vienna Military Museum, going to the Imperial Treasury where the crown jewels of the Holy Roman Empire are, things like that. Going to some of the palaces that are there. But we're also going to be visiting a bunch of smaller villages to see some of the Christmas markets. So if you've ever wanted to experience European Christmas markets, this is an opportunity to do that. So it'll be basically the same tour we did in October, but we won't be going to the Eagle's Nest or Neuschwanstein or Hohenschwangberg castles because those are closed. They're in the Alps. They're closed for the winter. But otherwise, basically the same tour. And the link is in the description. If you want to sign up to be told about that, and you can see the itinerary. However, it's not available for booking yet. The Germany trip will go live for the general public in a couple of weeks, I think first week of February while I'm in the UK, but it is already available for members and patrons. You can book right now and you get a discounted rate for that. So even if you sign up as a $3 a month patron, you can do that. So you can see all of that in there. Also, I'll put the link in the description for this last one, which is one I've been waiting to announce. And we pushed it back a little bit because of world events, but March 2025. I know it's still like 14 months away, but I can tell you that we've already had 5 patrons sign up for it. So that leaves us with 15 spots available. If it fills up really quickly, we might do a second one. Going to Egypt. March of 2025, we are going to Egypt. I am so excited. And honestly, the cost is not that bad. Even though I chose the 4-star hotel option, there were 2 different options and one was $500 a person more than the other one, but totally worth it because you get much nicer places to stay. And I thought I didn't want to mess around with getting maybe less than nice hotels. I know the one hotel we're staying at in Cairo is right on the Nile River, so pretty excited about that. The link is in the description. You can read the entire itinerary. We're going to the Great Pyramids. We're going to the Sphinx. We're going to the temple at Karnak. We're going to the Valley of the Kings. We're going to Luxor. Oh man, I'm so excited about all of that history. And Trova Trip, who hosts these events, these tours, has been doing tours the last couple of months, even with everything going on in nearby Gaza and Israel. They said everything's fine, everything's safe, there have been no issues. It's a super highly rated tour. It's got like 4.9 out of 5 stars from the people who have done it. So I'm excited about that. That one, however, will not be going going available to the public until the end of March, early April. Good chance by then that our patrons and members might snap up all the spots, but I'm hoping there'll be a few available. And like I said, if that one fully books really quickly, we'll do a second one if it's that popular, and I think it might be. My friend Sander from Sander VK History, I believe, is tagging along for that one. I have a couple of other friends who have already signed up for it that have been on previous tours and are going to Italy as well. So like I said, all of the links for all of those events are down in the description. You can put your email address in for the 2 tours that haven't gone live yet, and you'll get an email the minute that goes up for sale, but patrons and members can book those now. All of the other events, you can buy your tickets for them now. Those are all available. Just check out the links in the description. If you have any questions for me about any of those, I will be glad to answer them. Use the comment section below, and I'll try to get back to you as quickly as I can. Thanks, and I hope to meet all of you real soon.